So I know sometimes it's hard to post, consistently on social media and YouTube especially, when nobody's watching your videos and you're not getting the views that you want. I know that personally. I've been through that experience of making content for a long time. So I made this video hopefully to help you guys. I got 3 tips that I think will help you and a bonus. So if you stay tuned to the end, I really think this bonus is going to help you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first thing is that people often quit too early. Your first audience is yourself. Like, this is time for you to hone your voice, who you want to be, who you don't want to be, how you want to talk, how you don't want to talk. And for me, when I first started, I always wanted views at first, but then I realized, like, man, if people seen what I did when I first started, it probably would be super, super cringeworthy. I'm probably happy that nobody ever seen those videos. So this is time for you to like hone your voice and hone who you are and hone what you want to be. What you start making might not be what you end making. So take the time to not so much worry about the outcome, but what the income is going to be. Focus on your voice, focus on the kind of content that you want to make, which is going to lead me straight to my second point. So my second point is this: every video is practice. So don't measure your success by the views, measure yourself pretty much by how much better you get. One thing that I do is I post a lot of videos on here. You know what I mean? And what I started making is not necessarily what I make now, and that's okay. I've honed my voice. I've honed kind of what kind of content that I want to make is different than when I originally started making content. So take the time to try not to measure the views. I know it's hard. I look at the YouTube Studio app every day. I try not to. I know it's tough, but focus on how much better can I get. Like, how many reps can I put in? Like, it's really just about progression, man. That's all it is. It's just like when you're in the weight room. If you're just starting out lifting weights, you cannot compare yourself to somebody who's been doing weightlifting or been in the gym for a lot longer. You're not going to do nothing but talk yourself out of it, talk yourself down, and say, I don't want to do that because I'm not as good as them. Does that make sense? Like, how can you compare yourself to somebody who's been doing this for 5, 7, 10 years? That's not how that works. So you start in and you start getting the reps. I feel like you should be glad that people aren't seeing you, because it's just like being in the gym when your form is ugly and you don't know what to do and you running just for the sake of running, but you don't really have a routine. You would much rather have help than you would have somebody like saying, oh, okay, well, you only got this kind of run, or you only got this many reps, or you only got this many views. So treat your videos the same way. Treat yourself as a person who's learning. Give yourself grace and understand that that's going to help, keep you going. So the third thing, part of that, is don't confuse silence with failure. Just because you're not getting all the views right now, that does not mean that you won't get the views. One of my best videos, I literally posted and then left YouTube, and it got me like 3K views within like a couple months. I didn't even know that, and as a person who had no subscribers, 0 subscribers, that was my first video ever on YouTube. That shocked me, because it's like, oh man, like, people do watch my stuff. People wanted to watch my stuff. If I would have stayed consistent, how many more videos could I've had that could have done well? You know what I mean? So you got to just keep yourself in the game. Just because it's silent right now does not mean it's failure. A lot of videos, they catch traction later. Like, I see this on YouTube a lot of times. And look at your For You page. See how many videos have posted months ago that are now on your For You page. See how many videos that are on your For You page that were years ago. I just seen a video of a girl who, she did like a YouTube tutorial, but it was in 2023. And now 2.5 years later, her video has resurfaced. So that is kind of how it is with YouTube. It just takes some time for YouTube to figure out who you are, what you're talking about, and then get it to the people that it needs to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like anything you do. Sometimes you got to find your audience, and that just takes time. You can't just post a video today and think it's just going to go to your audience tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to be patient with yourself. Use this time to, build and get the views and get the reps. And first off, I'm proud of you for even being here. I'm proud of you for even showing up. So if you're still in this video, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight to the bonus. So the bonus is very simple. So one thing that I try to do that I've seen kind of work for my channel is trends. So, like, I know people talk about this, but they don't talk about this. So for me as a creator, it was hard sometimes to do trends, because I'm like, man, like, I want to do a trend, but I don't want to seem like I'm copying people. So I explained this to my girlfriend one time, because she's doing YouTube as well. And I was like, to me, do trends, but trend is like, if you guys remember when we was in school and we all had that group essay and we all had like a couple topics that we could choose from, and we had to choose those topics, but everybody's essay sounds different, right? It's the same thing with trends. Like, it's understanding that this is your essay. We might have the same topic, but how you do it, how I do it, how this person does it, how they deliver it is going to be different across the board. So trends, I feel like, really help kind of set you apart. It doesn't mean that every video is going to go viral, but the videos that you make for you, for your particular audience, is not necessarily going to be the videos that's going to bring in a new audience. Does that make sense? So you kind of have to test different things and just go from there. And my last part of the bonus is just to get the reps in. Like, making videos should be fun. It should not be like this daunting task that you feel like you have to get up and do every day. If you're doing that, then you might need to change your approach. You might need to change the videos you're making, or you might just need to rethink things. You should be enjoying the process. I have made so many videos, and I made them not just to push them to the algorithm, but because I love making videos. I don't know if y'all hear, that's my baby in the background, but I love making videos. He's daddy's biggest supporter. Ain't that right, man? Yeah. But anyways, I love making videos, man, and that is why I make videos. So that is what I recommend to you. Just keep making videos, keep showing up every day. I'm proud of you for showing up every day. And yeah, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other stuff. Till next time, peace.